I'm not sure why this horror movie didn't get the best ratings, but I really, really liked it. The movie is called In a Violent Nature, and you can rent it on YouTube, Apple TV, and Amazon. This is a lower budget horror movie, and it's the directorial debut of Chris Nash, who also wrote the film. It's mostly from the killer's point of view, which was unique because in some of our favorite horror movies, we get glimpses of like Michael Myers and Jason Voorhees' point of view. So this movie kind of just took it all the way there. I will say that this film is not for everyone. I think it had a lot of hype around it, which I'm always happy to see for a horror film, but I can understand why some viewers didn't like it. Yes, there were moments when the killer was just walking around the woods, but in my opinion, he had a purpose on why he was doing what he was doing. He wanted to find his mother's necklace. The acting wasn't the best, but I also have a stance on this as well. I love seeing unknown names in horror movies and doing their best to make a name for themselves. The storyline was simple, and yes, it did rely very heavily on the gore that pretty much left me speechless at some points. But I feel like if you're a horror fan, you can get behind this film with a little bit of patience. I do wish that we got to know the friend group a little bit more, but considering it's from the point of view of the killer, I understand how that could have been difficult. And as a horror fan, I can see how Chris Nash wove his love for the genre into this movie, taking nods from the classics. And I have to say the sound quality of the film was done really well. Hearing the killer like walk through the woods, crunching the leaves and snapping the sticks, added to the atmosphere because you didn't know when someone was going to cross his path. I am hoping that the director and his team plan to make a sequel because I think it really would have some potential. But I will note, let's have the characters have a little bit more spatial awareness because for them to not even see the killer as close as it was wild. But I definitely recommend checking out this film if you haven't yet. I really liked it.